Hey there, it is Lydia back again, and I just kind of wanted to talk about how prayers work. I mean, if you're a believer, I'm sure you've experienced plenty of times where your prayers have worked for you, but lately, just a little background on what I've been going through lately is uh, I usually don't have issues with my adrenals anymore, which is huge. My adrenal glands, because when I was in toxic mold, my adrenal glands were so bad that when I did my cortisol test, my levels were the complete opposite to a normal human being, meaning that my rise and fall levels of my wake and sleep cycle were the opposite to a normal person, meaning it felt so extremely difficult to wake up early in the morning. Sleep, I had constant insomnia, constant. I many times found it impossible to wake up before 6 p.m. At my worst, 2 p.m. was an average for me. It was just really rough when I was in toxic mold, and since being out of toxic mold and healing, I mean, what am I, like 2 years out of toxic mold? I've done so much better, and it's been great. It's been fantastic. I've seen such a victory in this. But I have experienced just a little bit of a stress lately. It's a high stress that I've been going through. I'm in this apartment building, and most of the time the dogs here are fine. They're cool. They're chill. My dog is older. She's an older Pomeranian. I'm sure you guys have seen her on this channel before. She is older and sweet and gentle, but she's a gentle-natured kind of a girl, and we like to keep high energy dogs away from her and all of that. So we do our best to kind of be an advocate for her, so she never feels like she has to be the one to say stop, knock it off. I don't want her to ever feel like she has to step in and do this. Life's already kind of difficult for her being older. So, I just try my best. I do my very best. And a lot of the dogs here, we keep her away from, but they're friendly. They sniff each other. We've had one other incident where a woman has these two smaller dogs, and they've bitten people before. And they just go bananas with other dogs, especially with my dog. And it's just wild. Like absolute berserk, and they have bitten people, and so that was stressful for much of this year. For several months, we kind of were like avoiding her. It was hard to use the elevator. We were carrying our dog up the stairs because she's older. She can't walk down the stairs on her own, so that was very stressful for a large part of this year. And finally we got that kind of situated, right? We got that kind of dealt with, because this woman, I would talk to her. We were chill, without her dogs, we would talk. She's very sweet. We would always have pleasant interactions, very, very neighborly with each other. And she had let me know that she was taking her dog to classes, and that I think that maybe was a stipulation in her staying in the building. I don't know, but that's beside the point. And she avoids us too. She actively and strategically avoids us and walks her dogs not in our vicinity, which is all great. And we've been avoiding each other, and it's been great, and we've been doing wonderful. But then there's this woman in the building who just got her dogs. I guess we're staying with somebody else, now they're staying with her again, and her dog, it is a larger dog. It's not small like at least those dogs were. This is a bigger dog. It's like a lab pit mix, which, I mean, I don't know. That's a whole other, thing. It's just, if she doesn't tell management that it's a pit bull, can she get away with it? I don't know. But it is aggressive towards my dog. It just is, and it's rough because she's on the same floor than I am, and it's just been a little bit hectic. Like, her dog is so sweet to people. At least in my experience, I've seen it be sweet to other people. It was sweet to me when I wasn't present with my dog, but it almost barged into our apartment and lunging and growling and barking and snapping, and it just was this whole deal. And now it's just this whole other stress level, because at least before they were smaller dogs, even though they had a bite record, they were smaller dogs. This dog is bigger, and it's on my floor, so it's like I really can't avoid it. And it's been very stressful. It's been very stressful, and having to carry my dog. She's a smaller dog, but she's, it is carrying, 15 to 17 pounds worth of dog up and down the stairs every single day with all of your snow gear on. It's just this whole to-do, and it's been putting this extreme stress on my adrenals. That, and we've had this big financial hit just because it's been winter. Hopefully that'll be remediated soon. That'll be helped soon. We're working on some changes, financial changes. But it's been hard. It's been hard knowing how to feed myself. Especially when I don't have my safe foods around. I've talked a little bit about this on TikTok, but it's like, if I feel overwhelmed and stressed, typically I will just resort to these foods that I know I can just whip up really quick and eat and fuel myself, and I know I'm at least taking care of myself in this way. But I don't have any of those foods in the house. I constantly have to think and use my brain for all 3 meals and anything else, what to eat and how to make it, and read directions on how to prepare it. It's like I just have food from like the food bank, which is such a blessing, but it's a lot of foods that I typically am not used to having in the house or making, and so it's just that. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of thinking, using my brain every time I'm eating, every time I'm nourishing myself, every time I'm doing anything, and then just sort of the mental depression that comes with financial difficulty. It makes it hard to even take care of myself physically in a lot of ways, just all of my needs. And so my adrenals have been suffering greatly. This is the first time that I've actually felt my adrenals ache since being out of toxic mold. And usually there's like a pressure or a tenseness at best, or I guess at worst, when they're having problems. But this is maybe the worst, so that I've experienced in a long time, and it's making tasks super difficult. It's making sleep difficult. Doing very simple things like bending down, even picking up my dog, it's like it starts to hurt my adrenal glands. It's just been this really rough time, and my immune system is suffering greatly because of this. It like all ties in together. So I've been kind of battling and recovering from like a flu or something. It's been really something. Ooh, this lighting is terrible. Okay, it's better when I'm really close to the camera. But so that's all been going on, and last night I didn't sleep very well at all. And I just had to pray. I had to stop and pray for a minute. That today I would wake up feeling better, that my flu would go away, that I wouldn't be tired, that I would be able to physically do things, that I could walk my dog. That was another little bit of a difficulty, is that the weather has been super cold and wintry and snowy, and so walking my dog goes out every about 2 hours, because she is older. She goes to the bathroom more frequently, and she's older, but she when she's doing well, she can walk up to 3 miles a day. All summer long we were maintaining that, and it was awesome for her. I loved to see her maintain that. It was so cool. And now that it's winter, she physically has a harder time doing this, but her spirit and her energy level is still at that level. So I'm letting her out frequently. But like making sure our walks are shorter stints and just maintaining like that for her, because she needs those walks. You know, she goes wild just like any of us would be if we were kept up in a cage or a lifestyle in which we weren't able to do anything for long periods of time when we were so used to doing so much more. So, you know, I've been doing that and trying to maintain that and all that, but the roads and the sidewalks have been icy. It's like ice or salt. Ice or salt. What do you want to do? And so that's been really rough too, but I just prayed. I prayed for the energy to be able to walk her. I prayed for the energy to feel so good in the morning. And that all of these things, carrying my dog down the stairs, continually taking her out, all of these things wouldn't be strenuous at all on me, that I would just be able to do it for her and do these things and take care of my own well-being, take care of myself. And it's funny because like when you see such the opposite of that for so long, it's hard when you pray. At least for me, it's been hard to pray those things with faith, with confidence that that'll be done. And I prayed it, and I woke up early, and I felt great, and I was able to walk her, and the weather was warm, and it melted all of the ice. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful, and I've been able to make a lot of content, a lot of videos, a lot of TikToks. Can I mention TikTok on here? I don't even know. I've been posting on Lemon8 a lot, which has been fun. It's very different than TikTok, even though I was getting videos of people on TikTok saying, join Lemon8 because TikTok is getting banned. And then some people are saying TikTok's really not going to be banned right away, if at all. And then some people are saying don't join Lemon8 because Lemon8 is also getting banned because it's connected to TikTok. Some people are saying join Neptune, but Neptune's not even an official thing yet. There's a lot of chitter chatter going on TikTok these days. But I did join Lemon8 and it's been fun, so I hope that app doesn't go away. But then again, my home base is YouTube, y'all. I love YouTube. And I've been feeling the last couple of years that YouTube has just been a little lacking for me. It's been really hard to find content on YouTube, videos on YouTube that I enjoy, that I really want to watch. You know? And it feels like people aren't as interested in posting here. There's so much more, their attention feels like it's over on TikTok. And so it's like you go onto YouTube and you get either these insane, at least from my feed, it's like you're getting these insanely long podcasts or insanely long essay documentary style videos, or you're going on to TikTok and you're getting these like minute long, less than a minute long videos, and it's like, what? So I just feel like it would be kind of a blessing if TikTok did go away. In a way, I do love TikTok. I have far more followers on TikTok, but YouTube is my home base. YouTube is where it's at, so I would just love to see YouTube have this other boom again. I would just be ecstatic. I'd be like, yes, we're doing this. And there's just something more cozy about YouTube, in my personal opinion. TikTok is sometimes so overstimulating, even though my For You page is very mild and calm compared to many people's. It's just the app itself is very, it's got a little noisy. And I've only realized that within the last couple of days, maybe a week, because I've joined Lemonade and it is like chill central over there. Everything is quiet. It's kind of like Pinterest, people say, but I don't know, or Instagram maybe. I don't know. I have weird mixed emotions about Lemonade. I really do. But YouTube's where it's at. YouTube's where it's always been at, man. I would love to see this app flourish, so I would just love it. I've been on this platform, using this platform, viewing this platform since I was like a young teenager, you know what I mean? So, anyway, that's all I have to say. Prayers work, y'all. Prayers freaking work. And if you ever feel that resistance to even read your Bible, your word, I've got my Hallelujah scriptures right here. This is the Bible that I read. There's energy in this, y'all. There is energy in it that just makes you feel more alive. Makes you see things straight. I swear. Anywho, that's all I had to say on that. Prayers work.